Cheers, fellow pipe smokers. This is a video for newcomers in pipe smoking that got probably their first pipe. So I would like to give some advice on how to treat a new pipe. First thing is, if you got a new pipe and you take off the stem, take it by the shank, especially if it's a thin pipe. Twist the stem out, turn it in one direction. Turn it in one direction when you put it inside. Don't do it like that. And just remove the stem when the pipe is cold. Never do it with a hot pipe, because especially with thinner shanked pipes, the shank can actually break. I saw that happen. And with especially modern day filtered pipes, the tenons often get struck in the mortise. So to avoid that, be careful on that side. Modern day pipes usually have acrylic stems that require almost no maintenance. Just brush it off. You can wash it off with water. But higher class pipes, older pipes, often have ebonite or vulcanite stems. This is a material based on rubber. It has a little more natural feel. It's softer on the teeth when you clench the pipe. And if you have a pipe with a stem made of this material, avoid direct sunlight exposure, especially during summer. Don't smoke it in the rain. The water and moisture will oxidize the material very quickly. And after you smoked it for a day or something, put on a little drop of olive oil and rub it into the material so it will stay black, nice and shiny for as long as possible. Yeah, there's a lot of advice out there on how to break in a new pipe. I don't care that much about that at all. I just fill my pipe and smoke it. How do I do that? First, I take some tobacco, let it fall inside. Then for the second third, I take some tobacco and stuff it a little. And for the last bit, I do stuff it with a bit more force applied. So loose, medium packed, and heavy packed. I don't pack my pipe up to the rim. I leave a few millimeters down there, because when lighting the pipe, the tobacco goes up and the tobacco expands due to the heat, and the rim gets darkened quite easily, and I try to avoid it as I want to have my pipes in a more pristine condition, but that's completely up to you. So I don't fill it up to the rim. After giving it the first light, I use a tamper. As I said before, the tobacco expands. I push it down again so the amber gets going. If you don't have a pipe tamper, you can use a nail or a screw, anything heat resistant. If you're tough enough, you can use your thumb to push it down if you like. And the only thing important is to keep the pipe as cool as possible. If you realize, especially on a new pipe, that it's getting too hot to hold, then stop smoking, let it cool down, and relight it later and continue smoking. When there's a bit of a carbon built up, the pipe gets more resistant to the heat, but still you should avoid smoking the pipe too hot. And you get more flavor out the cooler the smoke is. And yeah, I guess I should light my pipe now. Sometimes the pipe starts to gurgle. If that happens, take a pipe cleaner, insert it through the mouthpiece as far as you can go, remove it. If it still gurgles, gently blow inside the pipe. The moisture will go down to the bowl and will evaporate, hopefully. Yeah, what else is there to say? Try to smoke the tobacco right to the bottom, so there's no moisture built up. Especially in the beginning, smoke the pipe just once a day. If you smoke it too often, there's too much buildup of tars and liquids out of the tobacco, and the pipe can become bitter and ugly tasting. You know, if there's a kind of muddy swamp buildup, that's something you should avoid. When I'm done smoking, I take a pipe tool, just stir the ashes up a bit, let the pipe rest until it's cold. Then I put out the ashes, put a pipe cleaner through and let the pipe rest at least for one day. Of course, many pipe smokers hand it differently, but that's the way I usually do it, and so far I'm doing fine with that. And the art of pipe smoking is, for me, to keep the amber going without overheating the pipe. So you have to find the right cadence with drawing and letting the pipe rest. But if the amber goes out, no problem. You can relight it anytime. That's for it. Guess many pipe smokers have different opinions on that. Feel free to post it in the comments. And thanks for watching. Cheers.